Welcome to my game development stream. As always, first I start my development environment. After that, I play one round of my game and then I decide what I work on today. Okay, working as still the Spellmaker. So one command is the terminal to start stuff. Wait for a few lines to appear so I know it's ready. I am, while it's starting, check where I was. Continue paint only static and stuff. Okay, I would started staging for my Spellmaker. Can I play a round of Spellmaker? I think I can. It should be started. It runs in the browser. Localhost for me. Delete all data, start fresh. Let's try if I can run Spellmaker big enemies. I think I was too strong. So maybe no, this one is it. Let me think. I'm the guy in the middle. It's the side enemies, and I have to. The Spellmaker is just work in progress. I think I will. Yes, and I think was this? Yes, okay. This is now my spell. Now I go to cast mode. Ah, correct. They don't connect. Do I want them to? I need to think. I delete next try. So I could make it this way. Interesting. If this is painted this way, it's probably. Let's make a cluster. Okay. I think this. I was overpowered, but this is too simple, I guess. So this has probably to do with balance in mana cost later. Can kill all enemies off screen, I guess. Go down here. One is enough? Yes. God, why? It feels like. Can I see the combat log? It hits multiple times. I don't have a limiter on it. Ooh. Okay, this is a bug. Short check. Bug. Fire line takes forever. But then shouldn't it be an endless loop? Something is incorrect. Basically checks if it can hit an enemy and then ticks until it's dead. So I know why it's too strong. Okay, then let's play one round this way and then I fix it and then I will see how it feels the other way. But if it ticks until the enemy is dead, then something doesn't add up. It has a limit. Oh. Okay, they are not. Okay. Have to spawn of. This is why spawning too many is helpful because the likelihood of missing is low. But something feels off. Okay, I went. They are too slow, I guess. So I have to think if I should increase the maximum speed. Interesting. Spam, spam. So this is also why longer pieces might be more should I increase the size? So do I have the time? So I'm should be vulnerable, but if I make more but longer pieces, maybe it's a bit more secure. Maybe, maybe not. I died. Interesting. But now find out the ticking was strange. Fireline with it. I'm in Spellmaker Fireline. And when it takes ability object, I move it. Next tick time. Tick interval. Tick ability object. I move it and I tick when it's tick time. The tick time is... Ah, here's the problem. Okay, I understand. I understand. Did I? So I believed the initial tick time was never set correctly. It is. Was this really the problem? No, here I have a... Wait. It should have been correct because of the second condition. I put it... Eh? Is this what it was? Ah, plus equals. Okay, this was it. I'm still smaller than tick time, then I put it to tick interval. Still not adding up. std debug. No. Console log. Fire align tick. Name, state, time. So this is what I'm interested in. This might be off. So just one fire line and move it. Okay. This looks correct. So let's go here to a bigger enemy. And now it did do damage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. But it only has one tick. So why is that? Get character touching line for each joint. If it has multiple joints, I would see it. It has 2, I guess. I can debug. Let's find out. What do I need? It's still on the screen. Game state. Is it objects? Ability objects. Ability objects. 10. I have to find mine. Spellmaker fireline. 15 joins. What is this? What happens here? Did not change from one to the second. It does not change. Okay, this explains everything. Why? Okay, I now understand the problem. It means my ticking somehow completely fails. And spellcast. It should be also. Wait. Then go. No, state was correct. Players. 10 players? No. One character. Oh, yes, character. Character. Abilities. Let's go here. I should be a spellmaker. Created objects, fireline. Yes, it consists of multiple times the same thing. Okay, this is what I wanted to know. This means my on key up. I don't check the length, do I? But I want to move it to the end. But if this is fine. One tick. I actually no longer have the length check here. What? Wait. I go to draw mode again, fireline. It's true. No. Okay, so only a tick slow. I see the problem. How should I change this? I should check for lengths. Let's just go over it once. I check if I already have my first point in or my attached to index. If not, I will create the first point. No, I create the first. Not the point, the object. If it has length 0, I push the start position in. Then I get the end position and I push it in. But I have to calculate distance. If calculate distance between I need to have 4 position means fire line positions, length -1 to end. Then this is bigger 10. Then I allow it. This should be the first fix. Let's think a bit. I should check it, but this is also for the key up. I have the position -1. I don't have the end here. Position relative to character. But this would mean I could have no. Let me think for a moment. I don't have the attached to index yet. Then the order should be different. Because before I want to push the line, I want to check if it's actually a break condition. So if this doesn't exist, but I have cast and I have the tool fire line. I have a start position. This is smaller 5. Return. I don't attach anything. Else I do, and this should no longer need to. This check is now not necessary. No, it's necessary, but it's okay if it's skipped. Yeah, check if it's less. This means it should work out. Okay, let's try, I guess. And I forgot again. 406 today. Still displays 4.5. One reload should be 6. Perfect. Okay, now same again. So if I just click thing, the minimum. Okay. Commit log. It does 400 damage. I should restart. I want commit log. Time 0, 0. What? Different IDs. Okay. So I didn't expect so many different IDs. But now he only hits once. This target ID was it? Okay, now I have commit log. Yes, okay, the target ID. But this ticking now looks correct. Or better. Okay, let's hope this was a fix. Via line multi-tick fix, bug fix. Let's consider it. Okay. I had tick was not quite correctly. Let's close to the right so I clean up my tabs. And I continue paint only stage relevant stuff. I was working on stages. This means I want to only create paint what is relevant to the current stage. This means somewhere I paint tick ability, paint ability. Now I have to let current stage is 0. I have to while current stage is not ability SM Spellmaker stage. I have to. Technically, I should check while it's smaller. Would check if ability if created object is the next stage. Current stage. It's not current created object. And this would be equals created object. No, current object next stage. And this is current created object. Oh, he's happy about it. Else would be a break. Current stage is plus equals 1. And if it does not have a stage, I have to continue. I need to label it. Created object loop. Is this how I label it? No. New created object loop. Okay, let's hope this is the correct way. And queue created object needs queue created object. Is this correct? No, I have 2 layers to paint. Do I? Now I would only paint this layer, but this should work now. Okay, first check, this is not what I need, but also did I forget to... I think I still have the console login. Right in here. I forgot this. Checking my commits. Okay, but... this means I have a file line and if don't have a different stage yet, I can get a different stage with this thing, and now it's switching between them. And this needs to be still painted as it belongs to it, but I probably want an alpha value on it, I don't know. So current stage is 0. I get the object. I move up. This has the next stage. No, this is also not correct because let me think. Because it does not have one yet, I need to paint it. Think of it. Think. I need to paint when he can have a next stage, and I need to paint the next stage if it exists. Although the next stage cannot exist yet. This means I have to... do I start with current stage as 1? Not quite. If I am smaller, I go in here. I would... the paint condition is maybe different. Think of it. Maybe the paint is a bit more complicated than I currently think, or not. This is the correct current stage, but essentially I should still check if I should paint the before stage. Switch here. If current stage is the one before. So if -1 current stage is, let's say, if it's 0, it should never go into here. If it is 1, it should go in here, then 0, 0, this is the 1. And then I need to figure this thingy out, I guess. It's the functions. If tool functions can have next stage, then I need to paint. And paint. Does move attachment matter here? Can have move attachment. The move attachment, does it matter here? Maybe I paint not. I'm unsure. I have to, in the end, I have to try and see what feels better, I guess. So let's start with both. Okay, this should mean I should now see. Did I still paint something in the log? Okay, I have now this thingy, and yes, staging. I can now be on a different stage. We added it to stage. Okay, so far so correct. Cannot. Next part is what? And only the relevant stuff. This I do. Attach second stage to proximity. So now the ticking is different. This probably also requires. And I have tick. No, I have not tick. This is. Inability UI, castability. Castability. First check if I clicked a tool. If not, I send the key down. I sense ability SM, so they have to handle. Do they handle it themselves? They need to know when they create stuff and when not, I guess. Attach to. I need to go a bit into stuff. Fireline. On key down, I just remember where I keyed down. And on tick or key up, I push an object. This is no longer correct. I no longer know where I push to. Still have the attach to index. I now need the attach to stage, I guess. think a bit. No, I don't need the attach to stage because I cannot change the stage. This also means if I don't have an attach to index, I just can't just push if I'm in a different stage. And this means I need to find out the attach to index. And I need an object I can attach to. Or I remove the start position. Does it mean on mouse down I should already create the attach to index? No. Would mean I need to clean up. I do not have, but this would also be an option. Does it make it easier? Or are there tools which would not work this way? Yeah, push on, mouse down, key down. Yeah, I decide what I attach to on key down. Here 2 and here 2. For the fire line, because I need 2 points, I either create it on key down and delete it on key up if it's not fulfilling conditions, or then I would also need to change my paint. But because I remember indexes, is it problematic if I add and delete? Maybe. Need to think. Okay, again from the top. The problem is that I need to attach to a stage. If the stage doesn't exist, I have no attach to index, and I could determine this on key down. I feel like this would make the code a bit more readable. Otherwise, I need to put the code in on key up and on tick. Okay, but is there a different way I could handle this? An attach to index given by the ability. So if I have an attached to index as an input parameter, and if it's null, he would not even call it. In a stage, I can see the tool I use. No. Maybe I should set this all up slightly differently. Maybe tools can do too much. I could have three different types of tools. Because I think they cannot have all three at the same time. If next stage. In the end, I might think about splitting it even more and handling it differently based on the case. Does this help? Then I have two types, Spellmaker create tool. Would have type move, type trigger, and type damage. Damage can be no, fire cannot, explosion cannot be moved. Can have move attachment would still be relevant, but a move tool cannot have a move attachment, can it? No, it's not its own object. If I handle them differently, I might be able to think a lot, I guess. So I could again separate stuff, because I think, let's think about, can I have movement tool which also does damage? I think this is not what I want. Is it? Can have next stage. Well, technically, fire, when if it runs out, it could also trigger the next stage. So like the delete condition would be next stage. Why not? This sounds interesting. That I give more options to next stages. I just need the trigger condition. Okay. This would go against splitting it up. Now can have move attachment. I give a move attachment a move attachment. This doesn't work because I don't take move attachments and move attachments, I guess. As I currently know, don't see a advantage. I guess I won't split it up. which will make it more complicated. And I go back to stage 2 for the proximity. Which I now need to attach. This means who is responsible for figuring this out? If each tool needs to handle it, it feels bad. But it has to be handled by the tool, does it? Means the tool could also create the object, and on key up we turn it. Specific tool creates the object. And it would need to be painted. If it's on the tool, this should be fine. Is it paint? No, I use paint for painting it. It's a create object. But I could call it, think a bit more. If I store the to be object in the tool, and I return it on key up, then I can on key up decide where to attach it. Does this work out? No, the fire line is complicated. Is it? So the distance explosion, I wanted to change it. I guess currently I don't know if I want this. But it doesn't matter currently, I cannot attach anything to it. The fire line. This does work with the joints. I think a bit more. I need I don't know how to think about it yet. I have stages. The attachment, where I attach it is a problem. Currently the tool. So the question is, Does each tool care for the stages, or do somehow one central part of the code cares about stages and the tool just returns something? Would this work out? This is a question. And currently the move tool decides, but I think they were already pretty close in code. The move tool and the seeker both decide the same way where they attach to. So this could be central code. The fire line and explosion. Explosion doesn't attach to anything. Fire line. Still the start position. Not if I take the initial position, the start position as attached to point for the stage. So the idea is the start position is basically the mouse down, or the relative position. If I turn the finished thing at the end and then put it in myself and skip it if I don't find anything to attach. But if I search before to attach, then I need to save this on the ability already. Attached to index would not matter here anymore. On key down would just care. This is where I start. This is where you paint it, then I return wherever it might need to be. Instead of pushing it. Move to. Okay, I think I want to change the code. What is the move to attachment line? Is this thingy? This is something different. This is not okay. They are then separated. A tool has to. But then a function will decide it, I guess. How do I get it? This data is here. It has a type. Type gives me the functions, and I could. Oh god. It is not easy. Oh, it's a bit more complicated. The trigger condition was one. The move to is one special case, probably. The trigger and damage, so I only have two cases which I might want to split. So I could be a subtype. Let's say I have a subtype. This is move or it would be the so there's an action default. Let's call it default for now. If they have a subtype, does this work out? I'm still not happy. What was the reason I wanted the subtype? Because move is a special case. Based on this, I will search in a different. So would I then do Spellmaker move tool functions? Or what? And this would still need these three. It would still need a paint. It would not need a spell cast. Or does it need a spell cast? Do move tools have move attachment? Already have a function. No, oh god. I don't have the overview, I guess. Get move attachment. Just move by. So if the tool has get move attachment, it's a move tool. I already have a separation, I guess. And they don't have a spell cast, I guess. Yes, correct. So I indirectly have the information. But I could still split it, even if they have similar things. So get move attachment is so not put the create object data in, then they convert it. I remember. It's all a bit of a mess, I guess. Or it's all not so set in stone how I want to do it, so it might need frequent changes. Question is if it's better to split it now or not. I do notes. This here is the current problem. I want to be able to attach a second stage to proximity. Problem. Okay, for stage code or does one code part handle it. I think better one code part would require some way to know how each tool stuff. Oh god, so I also cannot be specific because I don't know what tools I want to create in the future, and probably just have to do it one way and see what happens, I guess. Currently feels like changing should be the better option, but I cannot quite see how it needs to be changed, I guess. Maybe my thinking about giving it a type was helpful, and based on the type I get the functions, and based on the functions I know what to do based on the subtype. So if it is move thingy, I always need to find the closest thingy to attach to, but I cannot attach to move thingies. Currently, just can't get it all in my head at once. Currently, I don't care for this. Don't care for this. I care for the move key down. Currently, I check can have move attachment. This is important regardless, but move tools cannot have move attachment, so they are not considered. Move tools are also not their own objects. If I do this, create, here's a start, I attach it. Okay, I think my split idea was actually correct, but I don't think I still have it here. So I feel like this thinking was fair. Now I have move, which is a special subtype, and I have default. And the move thingies would be now only here. And I think I would need these functions on the move tool. And these don't have stages, do they? Technically? Wait. Technically, a move tool can come to an end. But if two parts can have a next stage, this would be problematic. I cannot guarantee that this is triggered. For now, I don't care, I guess. And I would need tool is still this tool. One key up. I would now need to return something probably. Because I want to create it inside. And take paint. Paint should work for. My create tool. This is work in progress of create objects. Either this or can I somehow do this better? This. Basically, let's change also here the order. So the idea is if it's default, it's this one, and if it's move, it's a move attachment. It's a work in progress. This can also be null. And I could technically, after key up, assume it was created. Or I return it, and if I return it, doesn't need to be part of here. So I think the other option would be to on key up, return it. This is a move tool, so this would return a move attachment or undefined. Then I would return it, remove it here. Here it would be on key up. I try this way, I believe. I think a bit. This means I would need a second Spellmaker move tool functions. Tool functions. So I have two cases. And I still have an hour of will work, so maybe I can get this done. And this should help me to, in the end, handle stages better. It's my hope. Default and move. Okay, I should have now a problem when I add them. They are subtype is default. Subtype, this is subtype is move. Happy. Seeker is a move type and proximity is a default. Okay. This means one key up, they are no longer correct. This is correct. But they now should be in, oh god, did I not do this correctly? I did not do this correctly. Move tools functions. Okay. Move is now here. And everywhere I do this. Really? Only two. Oh, wait. This was incorrect. I don't change it here. Because I currently don't care about okay, ignore. Also, I saw that the question marks could now be changed because this needs to exist on a move tool. And maybe this too. Move attachment. But why do I have this one? Because it's still converted. Okay. But this means this also needs to exist. Calculate cost on key down, key up. Why are they optional? I think they need to exist. Why was paint optional? Because I have this on select tool, I guess. Okay. Do I make it mandatory? Move S6, Seeker S6. Could make it mandatory for now. Okay. So I have my move tool functions and all on the move tool functions. Seeker also needs to change. Don't care for anything else. Now I need to fix stuff. Each tool needs to change because I no longer have an object index. I have the work in progress basically. Work in progress. This needs to be this thingy. Work in progress, create tool. It can be nothing. Perfect. So on key down, I do have a start position. Really? Why? Tool explode, work in progress is this one. I don't add it. And I don't have this one. Do I need the start position? I don't see it. Let's change. I don't see how I need the start position here. Maybe I will get it back shortly. Now, key down is just creates the object I start to work on. Key up. The question is tool work in progress. So I'm interested if the work in progress exists, and if it does, also I have to return object data. No, this one. Or is it this one? I think it's object data. Okay. This is also interesting. I have to null it and return it. Tool explode work in progress. Const result is this type. No, I have to do it at the end. If I have a work in progress. I can return nothing. Undefined. Is he happy with this? Calculate mana cost. Can I do this here? I cannot do it here. This has to move. Or I have to do it differently. Okay, this will change. I have the tool explode work in progress. This means explosion data. This should. Oh, then I have the explode here. Here I set the last values. And I say tool explode work in progress is undefined. I return explode. This should be it. Okay. Now on tick. I need client info for my mouse position on tick. This is no longer start position, this is work in progress. And this is just give me the work in progress and then make it, and the calculate mana cost doesn't make sense anymore. And this might be it. Yeah, I still get the create object. Okay, so I return this thingy. So the same for Fireline. So this is now required to have work in progress. This is no. Why do it sometimes? There's a question mark. Can be null. On key down, this will now be different because start position would no longer matter and attached to index should also not matter anymore. Because I will now have tool, fireline, in progress. And now I do what? I already create fireline and tool fireline in progress position push. I put in the start position. Okay, on key down, on key up. I have to return create tool object data. Or undefined. If I reach the end, I return undefined. I need the work in progress. This I just fixed because it was doing too many. Is it now? Work in progress, positions, lengths. This is 1. I check if work in progress, positions, 0, 2, this position is, else I return undefined. Basically it's telling me it's too short, but this also should mean that tool in progress is undefined. So I reset. I have a work in progress. I check, do I have line length of 1? Does it make sense? Else this is my work in progress. To fireline. I can go here. My work in progress. Okay. So I have the fireline positionings. If it's 0, this should no longer be possible because it starts as 1. Now I calculate distance. It's bigger than 5. Should be the case because I catch the other case here. I push 1 and the calculation doesn't make sense. Here work in progress will be undefined and I will return fireline. I believe this is it. Same here. And now it's work in progress. This means I can move up. I can get tool fireline work in progress here. I don't care for attached to index, I care for via line. Oh, I should copy it from here. It will be slightly different, but is it even? If I have a length of 1, and if... Did I remove? No, this is just the start. If I don't have the first position I added. No, here's the first position I added. What is this condition? This was a break condition. This I don't care. I get for the client in the mouse position. I check the length -1 has to exist. I push the position, and it's done. 2 more cases, spellcast. Get move attachment. Does the spellcast care for the move attachment? Currently it does. This is in move tool functions. Don't even need to care for the subtype in here. Functions and stuff is done. Okay, he's happy. Next. I am tool move. This goes to move. It already is in move tools. What did I do with... No, it's my first move tool. So I will put work in progress in here too. And it will be optional, and it will be the attachment line. Spellmaker create tool move attachment is what's on key up has to return now, or undefined. And I can return undefined here. He's already happy? No, no, no. One key down. You no longer care what it attaches to, and this is in... So all you do is don't create this. To start position. This is essentially, if I get in here, I will make move tool work in progress. Start position is cast position relative to character. On key up, I will attach to index and start to should both be removed. This means I check for work in progress. Weighted object. Here I do stuff. Start position speed. No, all removed. It's also, yeah, let's move to work in progress. I have to push the next position. I have this not turn move to, and I have to set move tool work in progress tool undefined. And this should work out. It feels strange that this is a lot easier. But this cannot be correct. Okay, here I have again work in progress. Here I would normally add the first one. Here I get the end position. This is move tool, work in progress. This is start position, push. Oh no, okay, I misremembered. It's bigger 40 I do, and here I just push one more where I ended, okay. And here I add one if it's bigger than some distance. I could also do 20. Doesn't matter if this has more positions. Start position is move to length -1. This is not the start position. This is before position. Before position. And okay. He's happy now. This works out. Now I go to Seeker. Work in progress. This one. This will be removed. I turn the move attachment and key up. Or an undefined if I have nothing. I return undefined. Okay, I go on key down. Key down should do the same. I throw all this away. I take this one, I guess. So I have move tool, work in progress, and this is tool seeker. Speed, direction, start position is cast position relative to character. Next target acquire tick time. Okay, and these numbers are not relevant. On here I will check for work in progress. Seeker will be the move to work in progress. I put direction and speed in. Don't need to. I return seeker and I will move tool. Work in progress is undefined. And now on tick, should be the same, work in progress. The relative position and set stuff. The seeker, and the seeker is Move tool, work in progress. There's no relevance. Okay. Down to 7 errors. Which means trigger proximity. So needs to be changed. Needs a work in progress, interesting that progress. Have this in common. So will no longer matter. Projectile data is what I need to turn on key up. Undefined. Turn undefined. Okay, now I change stuff. One key down. Will never push my tool proximity. No. Tool proximity work in progress should be something. This is proximity, I guess. And I need this thingy. Now I realize sometimes I copy, sometimes not. I have to verify. This is not a copy. I should be pretty sure what I need to do. Do I need to copy or do I need to reference? Or is reference good enough? Can it be used in multiple instances? I have no idea. So maybe I just make it sure I put in copies. Okay, now I have copy overall. Copy everywhere. I have the key down where I create the initial object. Now I check for work in progress. Tool proximity, work in progress. I don't need to reset. I return the proximity and I say tool proximity work in progress is undefined. Find one tick. Again, I have the work in progress, it's a work in progress, tool proximity, work in progress, and I modify it. I do it this way. Spellcast. This was move tool functions. Now he's happy. Do I still use this? Yes, okay. Where do I have my next problems? Here I have to okay, this is easily solved. This is just move tools. That is the same here. Now I'm on 0 errors, really. This cannot be. This should not be correct yet. Paint ability. You should not work. Cast ability. 1 key up. This should now return something, so nothing would be added. This is also care for tool type, but this is not correct. If tool subtype is equals default, I do this if it is move this is move tools. Move tools, you know this, okay. Interestingly, it just matters in which functions I look. Okay, but this should be the correct way to do, fine way to do it. Now for key up, we have default, no, not what I wanted. I felt something. This is move tools. I feel like I messed something up. Now they have return type, so const result essentially based on the result. Result, please. With my time, still good in time. Result. It's not. I have a result, which means. Okay, I see what I'm missing. I can just say currently I'm stage independent. But this is where I need to change for stages later. So I have tool created, not tool, ability SM, created objects, push, the result, correct. And if I have a result here, he should complain. Complain. You are a different result type. Attach to index. Do I need? I have an attach to index. Where do I use it? Don't use it at all. Perfect. But now I can use it. So on key down, cast ability, key down. If I go into here, before I do anything, I need to check the move tool needs attach to. And the code for it is in my C-core move on key down. I think this is it. Let's take the move because I think the move was a bit shorter. Okay, this stuff might be what I want. So I need a function determine find closest attach to index, something like this. Am I interested in the index is the question. And closest index, what do I need? Just the ability? Maybe. Let's see already ability Spellmaker. So let's think. And I have the cast position relative to character. This is a position sync. Closest distance 0, closest index starts as undefined. I go over all created objects. I get the functions. They should all be tool. I check if they can have a move attachment. Is this important? This is important. I currently care for move tool. Later I will care for stage. But I don't care for stage yet. So let's care only for move tool. So this means it needs a move attachment. I check the distance. I check if I have one, close it. And if I have, I want to return a number or undefined. There's nothing basically. This means here I return closest index, and else I return undefined. Now find closest attached to index. This is what I need to call here, I guess. For ability is M to cast position relative to character. Once so this means ability is M attached to index will be this. You need to be able to be undefined. Changed. Now it's changed. I set it, and now if I have an attached to index, not undefined. Oh, I do this basically. Blah blah blah. Okay, now I have an attached to index. Then I also call the key up. Then I expect a result in the best case. This is not pushed. So I should create an objects, get the ability as M attached to index, and here I have the move attachment and the result. Okay, this might be everything. I have no idea. Now I can do Ah, yes, I see one problem, but it's already looking good. This is a paint. Paint Spellmaker. Paint ability. Create object loop. Paint I paint. This is based on staging. And there is one more I have to paint. This is a selected tool. If ability SM, I should have selected, no, to edit tools. Okay, I have to cast ability. Tool. Oh, okay, it's in here. This is my current tool. Does this exist? It should exist. Tool. I don't care for the subtype. What do I care for? It has a work in progress. Basically, every tool has a work in progress. I have to think. I just care if it is in there. Can I, before I do this, okay, I change something. Can I? No. Don't have a separation here. But I could do work in progress here. And any here, so they do not limit it, but I go into move and anyone else, I change it to something more specific. Don't know if I like any here. This is currently the easiest way, I guess. I get them again. Now I have a work in progress here. I should be able to check this. If this exists, I would get the functions. No, first I would check if... Wait. This should also fail. Does it? No, created objects don't care. This is tool subtype is default, else if subtype is default but move. Now I will get the functions. Tool functions. Tool move functions, this is confusing me. These are move tool functions, okay. Here too, tool move functions, these move tool functions. The tool function, okay, I think I changed it correctly. Now I have my tool type. tool type. I have the functions, and now I check for paint, I guess. And paint if it exists, but this doesn't even need to check it. You can just paint, I believe. Because the move tool is a bit more limited. This check should be unnecessary. Tool functions paint, because this can actually be optional queue and created. This is not what I check. The work in progress. And maybe. Now I will paint. Interesting. I would not have thought that it just works. Okay, I have a problem. Cannot read properties. Tool functions undefined. I have ability Spellmaker. Click create tool check. I don't check in the correct functions. Okay. Click create tool check. Click create tool check. Click create tool check here. Why is this important? Ah. Okay. Have tool functions. And this should be enough. Because only these care. This might be good enough. Next. One tick. Tick ability. Ticking has to work. Tick ability. I have tool functions. This now needs a split if tool subtype is default. Else if move and this should be correct. Okay, unsaved. What did I not save? Okay, tasks, this doesn't matter. Next, seeker direction, paint. Because undefined. Because this no longer needs to take the create object is already the move. Okay, this means... Is it? Ooh, I don't think it is always. I have to check. Does it have all the data? Because I don't think so. Start position. Owner paint position. Paint position. Start position. Don't care for the created object. Because I have the... okay. I will see, which means I will probably break it 2 times. Seeker will be this thingy, I guess. No, I cannot. Can. I actually need to change this. Paint. This is not this thingy. It's a move attachment. Is this enough? Wait, object, move attach. Let's change it and hope. Paint call might not matter. But to Seeker and will be changed. And the move attachment will be this one. And I believe move attachment. Okay, I don't believe yet, but I will see. Because I think one side might put in the wrong data. Yes, okay. The second paint call is now not putting in the move attachment. This is in paint ability of Spellmaker. And this was all, I guess. You cannot see it, that this was not matching. Interesting. One, this is and here it's correct. Here it's a work in progress. Okay. Next try. This feels like it could work now. Okay. And it feels like it's working again. Next other one. It's following the line. Is it? Sometimes it feels like slightly off. I mean, yeah, it can be slightly off because I don't try to match it perfectly. But now this should mean what is this? Okay, this is attachment. Ooh, I see the old one. Maybe this is not problematic. Okay, this also works. I can hopefully not attach to here. I can't. Oh, I did a small explosion. And now this is a part, and now I can stage so in. Okay. Which is a 2-hour mark, but can I get the staging in around 10 minutes? Because now I have a setup which decides for me. Because now I have spell make stage. Tick ability. When I cast ability, this is now the important one. I find closest attached to index. This currently only cares for move, but this needs to care for stage 2, which would mean I have a check if ability SM stage is bigger 0. If it is 0, I handle normally. Else I would need to find closest, set up a attach to index, check if I have it. If attach to index is not undefined, because it's a number I have to specifically check, then I would start this thing. Now this is not checking what I want. Find closest attached to index. Move to attach boolean. So because move to attach is a different thing. The other would be stage select. Ability Spellmaker. Okay, I have everything here, I hope. Now I go over all object. It's the object, created objects. The tool functions of this thing. Actually, now I have to care for staging, I guess. Can I get this done in 10 minutes? I think next time it would be harder to remember. Tool functions, Spellmaker tool functions. So this is can have move attachment. This would, if I have the move attach. But move attach also needs to work. Maybe I separate it for now and see if I have combine it later. Move to attach is this one, and else I do this, then I check, because this has to relate it to staging. If ability stage is bigger 0, it has to be the case, because I would not be in here. Should not be in here. But let's check for it, I guess. So my stage is bigger 0. Then I have to find the closest, and I will check if I'm close enough. So I will loop over all tool functions. I need to have the calculate distance function. This is all I care for. No. Tool can have next stage. This is important. Can have next stage. They have calculate distance, and I calculate. But I need to connect to the correct stage, which means I get the current object This is then a let if let current stage is 0. If current stage is smaller, ability spell make stage. I think I have to -1 it because current stage is 1, so this is -1 where I attach. I'm at least 1, so this should be 0. If it 1, it would be bigger, so I would say that object if object next stage if current stage is 1, this would be 0, it would not be executed. If current stage is 2, this would be a 1, I need a next stage. Perfect. So if the next stage exists, then it would mean I don't need an object is equals object next stage. So this means I get the object, I calculate how far it is, and my object index would be still the same. And this just means I now jump through this. The main difference is just this check here can have next stage. And if I am interested in move to attach, but I'm in a different stage, then this would also be slightly different. Let's fix this a bit. If this is I move to attach, I check get me the object. If I have Spellmaker stage bigger 0, I think here I would not actually need the correct stage. And I'm missing the else. Doesn't have a stage I would be. And this is not an if, this is a while. Else I would continue. Object loop. Continue. No. This one. Okay. Same is probably in here. I don't remember what I. So I think the -1 is not part of here. I get the next stage object. I just realize I don't count this up. Plus. Plus. This means I either quit the loop or I increase and it should run to an end. This is how it takes. Okay, now I would need these are all true because they are move attachments. I can now also use them. No, here I'm default. I check the stage, I'm in different shades, different stage. So I'm false here. This means he should attach to stage. And I get the attached to index. I create it, and now when I'm key up, I have to check again this one on key up. If I'm stage 0, else I need different stuff. No, this is outside, isn't it? I don't need it 2 times. Function, tool functions. It's attached to index, okay. So if I'm on stage 0, I check if I have a result. No, this can also be outside. If I do not even have a result, I don't need to do anything. And the else is inside. So I am now else if TSM attached to index is not undefined, then I would TSM. Oh no, I am created let current object created objects attached to index. Then while let current stage is 0, while current stage I attach is smaller ability SM stage Spellmaker stage -1. I have to check if current object has a next stage. It needs to have, if not, I have a problem. Can I just return in this case? Probably. Might be difficult. Okay, but let's make an else return. Oops, this would mean current stage ++ and current object is equals current object next stage. So I do it until I'm the stage before. And if I have the stage, this would mean current object next stage is equals result. This means I can now attach second stage. Maybe. Spellmaker. You are the important one. Let you move to the next stage. And now only have one attachment. Oh. But essentially this is working. I want to try to figure this out still. I mean, 10 more minutes, but... So now I attach a second stage. My proximity, is it prepared? It has a movement attachment, but it does not have an next stage. How complicated is this? Cast ability. This is spellcast. I have the spellcast. Just need to spellcast the created object. Okay. Okay. I do it. I believe it's not too hard. I have the next stage. Next stage does not need to exist directly. Next stage needs to be input. Next stage is undefined. And next stage. Should be happy. You should complain down there. Now I need to trigger the next stage, which happens here. I need to get Spellmaker tool functions for, first of all, if sit on the ability object, next, what, did I fail? Next stage. I failed something. Ah, here, this is a fail. Next stage, if it exists, I have to next stage type and const functions, Spellmaker functions. Then needs to have a cast, does it? Function spellcast? No, it does not need. Then I have spellmake spellcast. It needs as data wait object, which is the next stage. Next stage. And ability owner is ability tick ability object. Does it need the owner? I don't have the owner here. I should have a function where find ability owner. Find ability owner in players. Okay, this should be for now good enough. Ability object. By ability ID ref. Game const owner got if owner ability owner. Ah, yes, this is correct. Then I have the owner ability owner. You don't need to be here. Next is ability cast position. Cast position is ability object and game. Okay, let's try this. He's not happy about this because this is a position ability object. No, I have two ability objects. Ability Spellmaker he wants. I don't have this here, oh god. Okay, this is, the spellcast is a problem. I have to verify. Spellcast is a problem. Let's see. Explosion spellcast. What data do I use and why? I use the ability owner to have the faction. Faction I can get in different ways. I have the ability for my level, so I can decide for the damage. So I can also put in the level, so 2 values. Spellcast. Ability owner again for move attachment. Ability for the level. Okay, the movement attachments. Okay, this is more. I need to check. I don't care. No, this is not casting. And on tick on key up. I have no cast. I have no cast proximity. And spellcast ability cast. Okay, okay. This will be more difficult, so I should undo stuff. Let's think for a moment. What do I want to undo? Oh, I'm lost. Tick ability object. I realized when I want to do something like this. Let's comment it out. Is it here? Here. To do. Until here it's fine. And I can try to fix this one, which now needs the next stage after the move attachment. And the next stage is probably just tool proximity. Next stage. And he's happy. It will not work yet, but I can at least see that it doesn't crash. It's the correct one. I have this one. I can move this. This doesn't matter. I go to the next stage. I do this and it finds an enemy and disappears. Cannot hit it. It will fly forever? Fine for me. Orbiting to. Okay, it doesn't crash. I want my test replays and then I come to an end for today. Nothing should be broken because I did not change anything which is currently tested. Should leave some notes where I'm currently at. And then I should be fine. The longest test. Last test. 9% ball slower. Interesting. But nothing changed. Okay, this means played work in progress, Spellmaker staging with proximity. I can push it so it gets deployed. I need to. Don't think I moved anything, did I? I can move here. I can close to the right. And update my things. Design stage. Paint only. Attach second stage. Spellcast function does not work from inside ability object. Change a function parameters to work in both cases. This is basically here. This is a problem and this might be a solution. I will look next time. And with this, I end here for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.